Let's go fishing, let's make a day. I got the pole, you got the bait. It's so pretty, I'd sure hate to waste this time. We'll find us a shady little spot, not too cool, not too high, and kick on back till we feel a tug on the line.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, buddy. Here we are again. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, very good. How's your week been?
Busy with fishing, Rob.
Oh, yeah, I saw those posts. Yeah, you've got a lot of contemplative photos next to lakes.
Yes, I think I'm in that mood at the moment. I'm loving it. It's
you?
really, really lovely. Yeah. I mean, is it a sport? Is fishing a sport? I guess it is.
Oh,
maybe we
big
could
question.
do a fishing. We should do a fishing trip, maybe.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
we've mentioned so many trips we should do that we haven't yet done.
True. Plenty
As
of time.
keen listeners will be aware of. They're like, isn't this podcast about them going to sport events?
Well, we
They
do.
don't
We
seem
just
to
do
have
it
achieved many of
individually
them.
at the moment, which is.
Yeah.
But yeah, fishing. It's been great fun. It's been nice.
Do you have a nice rod?
I have a really nice rod. Yeah, it's flexible.
Describe it.
It's flexible. It's very long. It's pliant. It's good, and it catches good fish. So yeah, that's useful. many different varieties of fish. It's a good rod. I'm proud of my rod.
What sort of fish is your rod in contact with these days?
Or slimy old carps.
That's no way to speak about them. The carp.
Honestly, I'm not joking. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, all my friends will be bored of me talking about it, but Bob Mortimer and Paul Whitehouse gone fishing.
Yeah, yeah.
They're two people who I would love to have on this podcast at some point, especially Bob. And Paul, to be fair. They're just absolute legends. And their show, Gone Fishing, has just completely... It's like my favourite TV show. And so I decided to go fishing. And, they prescribe the fishing on the NHS now for mental health sufferers. Yeah. So you can go to the NHS, you can go to your GP, and then you can be prescribed a course of fishing to give you some respite and all that kind of stuff. Apparently there's proven, what are they called? Like reports and stuff saying that fishing actively helps your mental health. And it really has. It's been amazing. And
that's
the
good
countryside.
Doesn't cure diabetes, for example.
Yeah, if you're having a heart attack, I would suggest
broken
that
leg.
Don't go fishing.
Don't go fishing.
Call an ambulance or something. But if you've got, some mental health stuff, honestly, and it's really, really good. And there's nothing like it. We should go fishing.
Yes.
We'll definitely go fishing.
I do remember going fishing with my dad to somewhere in Wakefield, quite a busy park somewhere in Wakefield. I can't remember what it was called. I think Dad was hopeful that, we might catch on, as it were. But I didn't really. I mean, I think it's quite hard to sit still as a 14-year-old or 12-year-old.
Is it hard to sit still now as a mid-40-year-old or?
Oh no, I find that much easier.
Sedentary lifestyle now. Yeah. We should do it. I'm not joking. We should definitely do it. It's brilliant. How's your week been? Has your week been good?
It's been quite a busy week, actually. Yeah, quite a busy week. I've been back and forth. I'm doing some coaching work at Heathrow, where I go along and do some sort of actory type things with leaders at Heathrow, which is always an interesting process because you can just tangibly sense the resistance in the room when it's mentioned why I'm there and how I might be able to help them. And you can just sort of see a cynicism and fear, which I have to overcome. But I can say almost without exception that people have really bought into it and had a lovely time. And actually what an amazing place it is. Like you draw the curtain at Heathrow and you see, this is a 78,000 staff work.
Wow.
At the airport or around the airport. And that's a town. That's a big town. Yeah. And so, it's a huge thing with incredible diversity in the roles and what people do. And you understand how passionate people are about aviation and what they're doing. And it's really quite inspiring. So next time I fly through Heathrow, which will be actually New Year, so I've just booked my little American trip to Miami and New York.
God, you bloody love America, you do, don't you?
I do, actually. I enjoy visiting America. So I'm going there for New Year, which will be fun. And I'll be flying through Heathrow with fresh eyes about what goes on. But crucially, as you'd be aware, I don't know if you are aware, Jack, but...
I don't know. What are you going to say?
I've just been chatting to Caitlin, who, you know, has got an excellent social media presence, and as a consequence, is sort of, you know, our press secretary until such time Jason Mohammed has taken over that role. But he's been a bit absent, really, committee meetings. But Caitlin essentially, you know, is the default press officer at the minute, and she's been inundated with calls from Adidas, Nike, Puma, Kappa, because they've heard about this potential, you know, walking hockey docu-soap that Netflix and Disney are in a sort of bidding war around, and they want to get in a piece of the action to design our future kit if it were to go, if it to take off. So, you know, we're talking millions of pence potentially here in a bidding war, to design our new kit.
I mean, it's nice to be in that position. I mean, all of those big hitters are interested in...
Apparently, yeah, she's inundated with calls from them. I think it was them, or maybe it was Stag or something.
I was going to say, or maybe Lee Cockpaw Sportif, or Gola.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Gola.
Yeah.
Yes, Gola are making a comeback in the kit stake.
Clarks. I'd take Clarks. That's incredible. That's incredible.
But it got us thinking, didn't it?
It did, yeah, about kits. I mean, that's such a good segue. Airports too. Kits. Kits are important, aren't they?
Now, we've been wanting to do this for a long time, haven't we?
We're quite excited. Yeah. We really
this
like
literally
kits.
could be here hours talking about this. But this is a real, you know, tenuous excuse to start talking about amazing sporting kits. Inevitably, I imagine, I don't know, we're going to focus on a lot of football kits.
Yeah, we are.
But I've got a few others I'd like to talk about. But kits, I mean, you love them, don't you?
There's something deep within me that just loves sporting attire. Something deep, something primal, instinctive. So much so that me and my friends will, and this is across different groups of friends, I seem to collect people who just love football kits. We will send, during the close season when all the kits start to come out, we'll just randomly send each other the kits that are coming through. And the reply will either be yes or no. If it's yes, then we start to talk about it, how smart it is, and then we rank it on what social occasions we could actually wear it to.
Yes.
So a football kit will come through, and you'll look at it and you go, yes, definitely I'd do that at a wine tasting in Mayfair. That's how smart and trendy that football kit is.
Wow.
That's the level we go into. It's like, not so much maybe a car boot sale in Warsaw, something like that. But we're so obsessed with football kits because they're our colours, you know, for our football teams as well. But I mean, they really have kicked off in the past few years, the past decade. We've sort of tied into really sort of, especially the football kits, really out there, outlandish football kits, and some of them are just so smart. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to wear them to bed. I used to wear football kits to bed.
So have you always had kits? I mean, have you always been a kit wearer from being quite young where you bought kits?
Yeah, I really shouldn't really talk about my first kit that was bought for me. Because
you must.
I'm going to get absolutely slated for this.
Was it a Villa kit?
Yeah, it was a Villa kit.
Yeah.
It was the Darius Vassell. Do you remember him? And this is the thing. Football kits, you instantly remember the sponsors, and that sponsor takes you back to an era.
Yeah, keep it. We've got to talk about that. But you're in baggy era here, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're in the baggy era of kits.
Baggy era of kits. So, you know, sort of late 90s. And it was Darius Vassell. Villa kit. I think it was it LDV, the sponsor on it? It was a nice kit, but I quickly kind of shooed it off. I stuck it under my bed after I went to my Albion game. But I can't believe I've just said that live on a recording, that my first football
live kit. On a recording.
Live, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that couldn't possibly be edited out.
It couldn't possibly
or indeed in.
I mean, it's not going to be edited out, is it? It's not going to be edited out. Yeah, but kits are just... I've always loved football kits. You know, when you play for football teams as well, you're hoping we've got a good kit, and every season is so important. I mean, what about you? Was it football your first kits? Was it cricket or...
So that's just on that. There's a distinct difference, isn't there, between being bought a kit of a team that you aspire and like, or indeed one that you just like the kit of. I know, like, for example, my nephews have a lot of different rugby kits, not necessarily of teams they support, but just because they like the kit.
Yeah. He sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah, and that is very different to donning a kit before you run out onto the pitch, where it does become your battle armour, your costume, your uniform, And that's a very different feeling. And I really, really enjoy and appreciate kits, but I'm always reluctant to wear them beyond the context of going to the pub to watch the match.
Yeah.
I feel like potentially a bit self-conscious in a kit. I feel like it plays to my slight prejudice of being in Gatwick South Terminal, going on planes to various holiday resorts where you see sort of loads of lads in tracky bottoms and their kit.
Yeah, there is something
because it's comfortable to travel in.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's not many, conversely to you and your pals, not many occasions I would actually choose to wear my kit.
You see, I completely understand, and you can instantly picture that person wearing that football kit. Where was I? I was literally in Sainsbury's the other day, and someone was wearing a Birmingham City kit, and I'm like, that's a bit weird place to wear it. But it's not about that. The thing about football kits as well is, I am very much like your nephew. I will buy loads of kits, but only wear them at sporting events. I mean, I wouldn't wear them to, all that kind of stuff, just for the comfort of it.
Yeah.
But I would wear Dortmund's first blackout kit in the 80s to a wine tasting in Mayfair. So it's a bit of a contradiction, really. Yes.
I mean, I guess we need to make a distinction, although this is part of the thing, between training wear and kit. Because I think as part of, let's be frank, kits these days are massive marketing opportunities.
Yeah, they are.
Hence why you've got, home kit, away kit, third kit,
fourth kit,
that stuff. Yeah. Sometimes a fourth kit, associated training wear. I mean, I get a lot of emails from the Leeds United shop about various releases of training wear, etc. The big coats. I mean, there's a lot of money, some of this stuff.
It is. I mean, there's something very fashionable about it. I mean, Arsenal's fourth kit, I think is it Arsenal ladies' third kit? I've just bought it, actually. It's beautiful. Stella McCartney designed it.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool is that? And like the press shoots that they have, even Arsenal's third kit, which I've also bought, like a dark forest green with a navy blue sleeves. It's really gorgeous football kit. That photo shoot, I mean, it could have been like, I'd walk down a Milan fashion catwalk in it. It's so fucking brilliant.
Yeah, well, we should come on to that. Well, so let's give this some structure. Let's think. So, I mean, your favourite kits, Jack. I mean, are we doing a top 10 here? Are we doing top 3? Are we just talking through the ages? Where do you go to when you think about kits?
Yes, it's true. Prior to thinking about, there's been a lot of pressure on this episode because we love kits so much, or rather, I love kits so much. I've gone with 3, and it's very, very difficult. I've tried to team the aesthetic of the kit plus the memory that football kit gives me as well.
Yes.
Because there's that as well.
Yeah. Well, don't go near your top 3 yet. Let's just go through classic kits.
Classic kits.
Things that come to mind through the ages.
One that always comes to mind is World Cups.
Yes.
Now, footballing World Cups have some absolutely amazing football kits. Some honourable mentions.
Yeah.
Nigeria 2018. Did you ever see that
up there for me? Right up there for me.
Correct.
I absolutely love that kit. I mean, we're going to have to do some picture painting here.
Yeah,
it's a Nike kit to start with. It's got that lumescent green that only really someone with a darker skin tone than me could ever possibly get away with wearing, which I think is often key. It's luminescent green body with these sort of V shapes, kind of like jaggedy V shapes, white Vs on the lime green. And on the sleeves are a darker green with the same V pattern. A nice sort of roundy V neck, quite a high neck, no collar.
Yeah.
Good Nike swoosh, nice simple badge, top left-hand side. In the kind of slightly body-hugging shape kit era, thin material, Russia 2018. And this went off, didn't it? People bought this, like this became a real
They sold out absolutely everywhere.
Item.
I mean, there was like a black market for it, just trying to get it anywhere. I never managed to get my hands on it, but it's such a good... And Nigeria have got some incredible football kits throughout the years. Incredible.
Yeah.
If you Google their kits throughout history, and I would implore the listener to do so, they are some absolutely amazing kits. Very out there. They've always been sort of out there. The patterns are very, very... almost sort of garish at points, which is really cool, which goes against, like, England have some very smart football kits, as I'll talk about in a bit. But England, it's white and a flash of blue or a flash of red or whatever, and that kind of stuff. We do have smart kits. But to have this colour and this vibrancy that a lot of the African teams have as well, but Nigeria especially, they have some absolutely beautiful kits. And it did, for me, culminate in that 2018 kit, and it was just everyone went mental for it. It was absolutely brilliant kit. Another country, it's a modern classic. Another country who has always, in my opinion, had some fantastic kits, and I'm guessing it was late 80s. It possibly might be early 90s. Holland, the Netherlands,
excellent kits.
Gorgeous. I mean, orange is a fantastic colour. That bright orange is a fantastic colour for a football kit. Oh, yeah, definitely.
No,
yeah.
I hate orange. It's probably my least favourite colour, yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't wear an orange T-shirt, but those orange Dutch kits were absolutely brilliant. And there's one, the Adidas, sort of a V-neck, white collar, a tight hugging V-neck, but then sort of like diamond, triangle, lattice, different shades of orange and then white flashing through it. I'm thinking it must have been Bergkamp, must have been early Bergkamp in that kind of player, in that kind of era. Absolutely brilliant kit. Their blackout away kits are absolutely out of this world.
Yeah.
There we go, 1998. There we go. That's exactly it. Rob's just put a picture up for me. But this sort of diamond kind of very geometric shapes flashing into a white. It's a gorgeous kit.
Beautiful, really good. And it does conjure memories of Van Basten, Bergkamp, those great Dutch players of that era. Van Basten probably a bit late for him maybe, but yeah, 98. And I think, and this is a topic for discussion, but it has the Adidas Originals logo on and the 3 stripes on the shoulder. And I have to say, when I've been doing my research about kits, overwhelmingly the best ones have been Adidas ones.
110%. Adidas are the king.
They really got it nailed down, haven't they? The kit king.
They really have. Yeah, they are the kit king. But yeah, some fantastic kits. Now, I'm going to throw one in now that is, one of them is in my top, this is in my top 3 kit.
Oh, do you want to go there yet?
Well,
do you want to go there yet?
But it's sort of linked towards what I'm talking about now, so I'm just going to throw it in, because I'm looking at the list now and I have to talk about it. I'm just going to say it. England, 1990, not the away shirt, the recent shirt that has just come out. It was a 1990 throwback, blackout. It is out of
blackout.
Blackout. So, you know, the original shirt of it was light, bright blue, like a pale baby blue.
Yes. What, the England third kit?
England third kit, 1990, yeah. And they've done a blackout version of it, and it is literally art. It is art. It's one of the best kits I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
I managed to get a copy of it, and I wore it to the England when we beat Germany in the Euros. Oh, it's just that. I'm looking at Rob's getting the picture up. It's so nice. Umbro in the late 80s, early 90s. Those England kits were out of this world. The diamond again. I'm a big fan of
diamond and stripes combined, isn't it? With the old sort of Umbro tape around the sleeve,
around the sleeves.
Classic Umbro badge, a little dark blue collar, and 3 lions on the left chest. Again, that is a classic. The England third kit, 89 to 91 period. So that would have been Italian 93rd kit.
But in blackout, I would wear that to a press night. I would wear it to a wine tasting. I'd wear it to a Michelin star restaurant. I'd wear it to a wedding.
You wouldn't wear it to a press night.
I'm not joking, I would. Okay, next press night I'm on, next job I get, and I'm on a press night, I'm wearing it for you.
Do you say you bought a fake top there?
No, I bought it from, I think it was Sports Direct. They were selling it from Sports Direct. But it was incredibly expensive.
An unlicensed copy or a licensed copy?
No, it was a licensed copy. Yeah.
Oh, just checking.
No, it's fine. I'm good. I promise.
So that you're saying that is third place?
That's in my top 3. That's in my top. I can't rank top 3s. I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what my favourite kit is, but that is up there, top 3, definitely, 100%.
Well, as we're sort of in that vein, because I think it's sort of the same school. It's a cousin of the tops that we've just described, the Netherlands kit. It's in the same vein. But I'm just going to nominate, and this is in my top 3 as well. I think it's often described as the Arsenal bruised banana kit. So it is Arsenal 90s, same era, so it's probably similar designer. When they roll out, they often do that, don't they? But it's like a zigzag line with horizontal dashes in it, yellow with black zigzags on the black or dark, probably black trimmed with really tiny, thin red piping 3 Adidas stripes on the shoulder, gorgeous. And the classic Adidas original crest as well. And I think that really is probably again worn by Bergkamp.
Yeah.
And it does speak to, I think, JVC as the sponsor.
Yeah.
So often, so many shirts are, for me, associated with sponsorships.
Yeah.
Man United Sharp Kit.
Yes.
Liverpool Crown Paints.
Newcastle Nicky
Arsenal,
Brown.
JVC, Newcastle Brown. Leeds Strongbow Kit.
Yeah.
Championship winning team.
Yeah, I remember that kit,
Holston for Tottenham.
Yes.
Those you did associate the sponsor with the kit so readily, didn't you?
Ideal boilers for West Bromwich Albion. It's up there, right?
Yeah, and like now it's some Chinese betting shop, but I have no idea what they are. There's so many of them; they don't hang around very long. Whereas these sponsorship deals used to be like for 3 to 5 years, so they'd become synonymous with an era.
Yeah. That is an absolutely outstanding football kit. I mean, talking about West Brom, we had an away kit a couple of seasons ago that was sort of reminiscent of that kit. It was nowhere near as good, and it was sort of slapdash a little bit, but I loved it. It's such a gorgeous kit. I'm sure Arsenal, Arsenal's kits are, am I going to say it? Through history, but they're probably my favourite kits across history.
I was about to say they've got to be really up there as one of the consistently best kits.
They're really
they've got the classic home kit design. They don't really mess with it massively, which means they can go to town on their second and away kits, and that yellow is such a nice contrast to their home kit as well. This season's away kit is pretty crazy.
I'm not a massive fan of that one. It's a bit weird. But Arsenal kits are stunning, and their training kits are out of this world as well. And I'm pretty sure they did a throwback with that shirt as their training kits. They wore like their warm-up jackets were that kit, I think.
Yeah.
Really, really gorgeous football kit. I'm going to come in with something a little bit sort of personal, but sort of left-wing a little bit. It's sort of outside the box.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you might be able to. It's a recent kit. You might have to get this pulled up for you so you can see it.
Yeah.
Hibernian.
Oh, crikey. Googles.
Home kit. 2018-2019.
I'm just Googling now. New Hibs kit.
Rob's having a Google.
2018.
2019. Now.
Oh, 2019.
2018-2019. So you've.
I think this might be it.
It's from a kit sponsor who I'm not really a fan of. They haven't made some amazing kits, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure Albion are going with it next. Macron. Not great.
Yes.
Not great at all.
Not a fan of Macron. Leeds had a spell of Macron when we slipped down into the first and second divisions. Yeah, not good.
They're not good kits. Now, this Hibs shirt is... I like green football kits. I think green kits are really kind of smart. They're really cool. Yeah, this kit is...
my two least favourite colours, orange and green.
Green and orange. Oh, sorry, I apologise. Well, I just want to offset the navy blue with being an Albion fan. Macron kit. White sleeves, down the breast, very dark green on the right-hand side, leading towards, through diamonds and triangles, to a lighter green. Really smart. Thin collar. One button collar. They're my favourite collars, actually.
That's sort a beautiful collar.
It is a good collar, isn't it? Sort of
almost grandad shirty.
Grandad shirt, that's the one, exactly. That's it. Like an Oxford collar sort of thing.
Yes.
With one button on the top.
Collar, but
is it not Oxford? What's an Oxford collar?
No, Oxford collar's a button down collar.
You
collar
are
with a little button in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are right. I think you're right with Grandad. Anyway, I'm not a fucking fashion Easter, whatever. So like it's one button top. It's my favourite kind of collar. The Hibs badge is brilliant. I think it's a gorgeous badge. They're my Scottish team as well. Really, really smart football kit that is for me. Really smart, and it's up there. It's up there as my top 3
because it's a gradation of colour, but normally a gradation might go from top to bottom or bottom to top. But this is as you said, like a horizontal gradation going from the right to the left hand side, which I think makes it a little bit distinctive.
Smart. Would wear it, very trendy. Would wear it out. 10 out of 10.
It's worth saying we'll share these pictures on our social media so you can have a little look at them. And please do share your favourite kits in response.
Yeah,
which
we'll do a poll.
It would be nice to see them. We should do a poll.
Which kits are your favourites? Yeah.
So you mentioned that you were wearing your first kit, and this is going to have to be in my top 3 because of what it means to me. And probably the first and only full kit that I was ever bought or wore. Where I'm talking, this wasn't, you don't just buy the top, but you get the full top, shorts, socks combo. I'm going right back to being a young lad here.
Hold on, are you saying you were a full kit wanker?
Yeah, as a child.
Yeah,
As a child.
I mean,
but you'll know why, because this kit is memorable and distinctive. Not for its top, but for its shorts. Yes, I am talking Scotland's World Cup appearance in 1986, where it was a beautiful, classic, dark blue, little overlapping round neck, white collar, again with a lovely badge. But the key part to it was the infamous hooped shorts.
Look at them shorts.
White shorts with a blue band around the ass in the middle. Umbro kit. Now this, honestly, I can't describe. The world went mad when this was released. You look at it now and it's sort of like, oh yeah, it's quite fun. It's a bit unusual. But the world went mad about this kit. Gordon Strachan era. World Cup 86. Would that be Spain? Mexico 86? Spain? I can't remember. It's Spain or Mexico. And it was one of the rare World Cups that Scotland qualified, which obviously made it extra special. But this kit, now I'm going to have to dig out a kit of me as a 7-8-year-old wearing this kit. Because I have a shot of me by the front door or in the front garden proudly wearing this.
Are you Scottish, Rob?
My mum is Scottish.
Okay.
And so this was my mum. So I'm a half Scot, a proud half Scot.
Good man.
And my mum was very proud that I was wearing this kit. But it's a banger, isn't it?
Scotland have got some stunning kits. It's their colour as well. That is a gorgeous navy blue. And I would suggest those shorts are pretty cool.
Really cool.
I'd wear those out. Definitely I'd wear those out. Very smart.
And they were proper like silky football short styly as well.
Yeah. I like that. Scotland have got some very, very nice kits. I mean, I obviously can't wear them because I'm English. That would be too far. Yes. It's like me walking around in a Wolves shirt or a Villa shirt, not the one that I bought when I was a child. There's another country as well that you can't wear, and they've had some stunning football kits, and that's Germany. Yeah. Can't wear a German kit. They've got some stunning kits. Honourable mention, kits. It was like the penguin, thick stripe down the middle of the penguin shirt, black with white thin stripes down the shoulder all the way down. Oh, very, very nice kit. They had the German coloured their German flag colours sort of zigzagging across underneath. Well,
this has got to be, I think, the favourite for me, the West Germany Italia 90 kit, which, infamous Gazetteers, etc. Now, this is associated for me with Lothar Matthäus wearing this kit, picking up the World Cup. And it is, again, it's what Adidas did so brilliantly was that they would integrate their three stripes in some way into kits in really effective ways to create a design and a brand that was on brand with Adidas, but then really sang out. And then would often get copied through club kits after they'd launched the International World Cups. But you've got the black, red, yellow, and it sort of forms like a tick, doesn't it, almost? A tick, two ticks combined as it goes across the chest, still with the black three stripes on the shoulders. Really stunning kit, West Germany, Italia 90. Really, that's an all-time classic, actually. 110%. Really, really good.
And we can't wear it because we're English. It's really annoying.
No. And that spawned some similar ones. I would say there was a very similar version to that. It was possibly, it probably would be the same World Cup, which was Colombia's version of that. And Colombia just the flag has got the brilliant, lovely, striking colours.
Yeah.
Their kit, often yellow with that red and blue accent. And so the Colombia Italia 90 kit, Carlos Valderrama with that hair.
Yes.
Really, really great kit. And this is a sort of similar version to that in that it's got that yellow and then three stripes on either shoulders coming down.
That is a stunning
blue and red.
Kit. They really are. They genuinely really are. If you get a good football kit, they're like fashion statements, man. I love them so, so much. They're amazing things. I have so many, and I really want to buy all of these now. I really want that Columbia kit. That's so nice. The thing about it as well, and I don't know. Oh God, he's ladies and gentlemen, he's just shared his screen and put so many football kits on. They're so nice. The other thing as well is we all have kickabouts and we all play for football teams. You buy all of these football kits and you want to walk down to the pitch and to training, and somebody go, "That is whose kit's that? That's so nice." And you're like, Korea 1924. I got it ages ago. It's really, really smart. It's just random kits. I love it. My best mate Ali is upset. He's got wardrobes and wardrobes and wardrobes of amazing football kits. And every time we play football, he'll just be wearing a completely different kit. And I'm like, that is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now, another one for me, which this could be my favourite football kit.
Oh.
This could be my favourite football kit. I've put it down as one, but I'm not entirely sure. We're back to Arsenal. The last kit they wore at Highbury.
The dark red.
The wine red.
Right.
The wine red 2005, 2006 football kit. For me could be my favourite kit. I love that
sponsored.
Colour. O2 sponsored. Thierry Henry, Pires, that squad. I mean, they were kind of coming out at the end of that era, just before they moved to the Emirates. That kit for me, and when it came out, everyone was like, what the hell? That's not an Arsenal kit. And I adored it. It had a very weird collar.
Yeah.
A sort of normal kind of, rounded collar at the front. And at the back, it had like a very tiny, like polo neck at the back that you could flick up.
Oh, yeah.
Or wear down. I obviously flicked it up because, how old was I when I was in 2005? 12, 14, something like that, 13. And I remember thinking I looked really, really cool. Thierry Henry on the back, number 14. On the back of the collar, it said Highbury, from the season that they formed and started playing there to 2006. I love that kit. I love that colour. I love it. I love Highbury. I wish Arsenal went back to Highbury. I love Arsenal. Gorgeous kit.
Yeah, because they did. A lot of clubs have to sort of do something on their centenaries or celebrations, don't they, to sort of mark that in some way. It's interesting you raise that one because that is a bit of a controversial kit, I think.
Very much so, yeah, I think so.
I don't, obviously a departure from the classic Arsenal red.
Oh, God, look at that kit. That is so nice.
Yeah, but the collar is crazy, isn't it? A lot going on there.
But it's sort of
interesting
classy.
The badge in the centre of the chest as well.
Yeah, badge in the centre, very smart. I like that. It's very classy. I like the gold of the O2. It's just a gorgeous, really smart football kit. I'd wear that too.
So centre badges makes us think of classic England kits because often a centre badge has featured in various England kits over the years.
Yes.
What would be your favourite England kits?
I really struggle with England kits. I mean, I've obviously mentioned one. I mean, it was sort of a special edition, the blackout kit. But recent kits, England kits, I'm going to go on record and say they've been absolutely awful.
Haven't they?
Awful.
They
awful
really have.
Kits. I mean, the one they're wearing at the moment is vile. Dark blue down to light blue and then the white underneath and then a horrible
which
line
just
across.
Then sort of looks like the pattern gets interrupted by the seam.
Yes,
and no one's thought that actually, well, should we do something the other side of the seam?
Exactly.
And it's like, well, no, we can't really replicate that, so we'll just stop at the seam. It just looks horrible.
I'm
horrible
totally with you. I'm totally with you. They've been really
so disappointing.
Really, really not imaginative at all. And do you remember a few years ago, I can't remember what tournament it is, England's training pre-match kit, warm-up kit, was a throwback to the 82 kit, which is a gorgeous England kit. I think it's 82, it might be a little bit later. Gorgeous kit. They had the blue, the white, and the red, and then the rest of it white. Yeah. I can't remember what tournament it was, but recently. But the version of that training kit was absolutely stunning. We should have been our England kit, and the rest of them have been rubbish. I mean, the last England kit that I loved, home England kit, was Beckham 2002. They had the red line all the way down it. I think that's a classic shirt now for me.
Was it almost like a St. George's cross and really thin, wasn't it? Yeah. It sort of, I think, was nice. Yeah, I mean, that 82 England kit was a favourite for me. I'd quite like the 96, Euro 96 kit, which was kind of like white with the central crest again. And then, I mean, you just have to talk about the World Cup winning 1966 red kit. No brand on there.
Nope.
Just the badge.
It is pure. It's pure. It's pure. It's a pure football kit. It's smart. It's classy. It's brilliant. Here's a conversation for you. Here's a topic of discussion. Long sleeve or short sleeve? When did long sleeve shirts go out of fashion? I love long sleeve shirts.
That's true. Yeah, you rarely see that.
Rarely see them.
There's often a version, isn't there? I remember there was a phase in the early Premier League days when we start to see a bigger influx of overseas players who obviously didn't realise how cold it was, and you'd see them either with a long sleeve version of the shirt or some kind of body kit underneath it, body wear.
I can see Tevez in a West Ham shirt with long sleeve, his snood on and his gloves on, bless him, absolutely freezing his
Him and Mascherano are like, where the hell are we landed?
What the hell? I need to find my agent. This is ridiculous. Totally.
So while we're talking about England, I think there's something about those international countries where it's almost always the same. You know, there's something great about that. I think of Brazil and I think of Italy where they rarely mess with it.
France have got some gorgeous kits.
They've done some great, again, with those white stripes and then a couple of like really thin stripes below it. Zidane in those World Cup winning kits. And
but there is
Laurent
something to be
Blanc.
said, because you've got to be careful that there's a difference between being classy and sort of understated. There's a difference between that and being completely boring.
Yes.
You can't just kind of think. And I actually think of Premier League football teams where they just regurgitate the same kit over and over again.
Yeah.
Liverpool, for me, it's the same kit every season. It's not smart. I mean, they're sponsored by Nike at the moment. Just red, very understated, but in a completely boring way. And I'm going to throw this out there as well. Football teams who wear white, I've never seen a good white football kit. I'm sorry. And Leeds are up there with me. I've never seen a good
Real
Leeds
Madrid
kit.
isn't an iconic kit.
I haven't seen a good Real Madrid
Leeds
kit.
all-white 1970s kit isn't an iconic kit.
I've never I find it boring. Spurs kit's awful. Leeds kit's awful. I've never seen a good Real Madrid kit. I'd rather wear a Barcelona kit. Boring kits. Do you not think that as a Leeds fan that you're like, I wish we had something more going on with our colours?
To a certain degree, but then there's just something about seeing like a lovely all-white kit that can just look great in the same way as, well, good little quick segue into rugby. You know, actually, you know, the All Blacks kit has got to be a classic sporting kit.
I think there's something different about black hat kits, though. Black hat kits are smart.
I get that, but then if you are, you know, when you see England just play England Rugby Union, I'm talking about in an all-white strip against the Kiwis in an all-black kit, there's something lovely about seeing that. As they run out. Obviously, it gets very muddied very quickly and it soon loses its shine. But I know what you're saying, but there is something lovely about it. I know what you're saying. Well, just staying with football, because we're talking about black kits. Valencia.
Oh, yes. I'm so glad you mentioned them. Yes.
Amazing.
I'm so glad you mentioned them.
And that is a great story as well, because Valencia, mainly Serie A B, Serie C even, teams over many, many years, but have had this massive renaissance since the sort of 2020s, got bought out by American investment fund or whatever, and then they appointed a brand manager who came in and was like, hang on a minute, we're missing a trick. Venice is one of the most visited cities in the world, but you don't see anyone walking around in their kit.
Yeah.
And so got on social media branding, worked with an iconic German branding firm, and just made the Valencia kit, not just the home black kit with this little, your two favourite colours, a little orange and green accent on them, but also then some stunning away kits. Went big on the gram, going around the city with stunning Italian men and women wearing these kits in like iconic Venetian spots. Yeah. And they've become one of the most desirable and anticipated kits around.
I'm so glad you mentioned it, because I was going to talk about it as well. What a great idea as well, to kind of Venice, a city of style, a city of culture, a city of beauty. Yeah. Why on earth would you not make their kits fashion statements and, you know, turn it into a part of their brand? They are absolutely stunning kits. I remember going to Venice a few years ago, just before the pandemic, with my girlfriend at the time. And we got to Venice, and I'd never been before. It was the first time going. She'd been before. She took me on a trip there. We got on the first canal boat to take us into Venice, because you kind of get dropped off you go across that massive long bridge. Anyway. And she's sitting there next to me going, we're at Venice. And all I was looking at was the 20 Venezia fans coming behind me who were all wearing the kit. And my girlfriend was like, look at the architecture. Don't you think this canal's better? I was like, yeah, hold on, wait a minute. Have you seen how nice that football kit is? All of them are wearing it. She was just like, are you serious? I was like, no. It's very lovely. I'll see Venice in a minute. How gorgeous is that kit? Oh, and it's true. Every one of their kits has been stunning. The away kits as well. They've got like an orange sash and then a green sash and then a black sash. It's really gorgeous football kits.
Last year's away kit is really good. It's almost like palm leaves in black and green. It's just interacting. It's so gorgeous. And then I think there's something to say about what makes a good geometrical kit, because the vertical stripe is a great kit shape. Yeah. If you think of,
West Bromwich
AC
Albion.
Milan, West Bromwich Albion,
Yep.
AC Milan, Inter Milan, Barcelona, of course,
Yeah.
Juventus,
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
There's just something about that vertical stripe that says football kit.
110%. It's
Classic
the kit that you
football kit.
always see on, village greens and football pitches as you're
Yeah.
driving around. You always see someone in a stripy kit, and those stripy
Yeah.
kits are, synonymous with football. I think you're right as well. And I think being a supporter of a football team who has stripes as their kit, there are quite a lot of variations you can have with it as well. We're going to get really anal and shitty about this now. The length and the width of each stripe, the shade of colours, they can change gradient wise and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I remember Albion having a pinstripe shirt, brilliant kit.
Yeah.
I remember Albion having one thick one down the middle, brilliant kit. Barcelona have had loads of different goes at it.
Yeah.
Perhaps the diameter of stuff. I think for me, it's probably I'm biased obviously because of West Brom, but I think it's the definitive football shirt. That stripy kit.
Okay, so just a word for other sports here, because
we've
we've
got
got very
football. I was gonna
football
ask,
obsessed here for a little bit. But I would say this, wouldn't I? But a shout out for refs kits.
Hey,
Because-
talk to me about it. Go for it. I'm here for it.
Because, traditionally, it used to be the ref was in black,
Yeah.
right? An all black kit with possibly a coloured variation if one of the teams had black. But often, old school, like no one would have black in the kit because that was the ref's kit and you wouldn't be allowed to challenge them. But what evolved, and obviously I'm coming from the perspective of rugby league refs, where I got to wear a lot of great kits over the years as a ref. It really evolved in the Super League era when Sky got involved, TV sports, etc. And then the refs started getting sponsored and they were more visible and part of the game. They were getting mic'd up, so the cameras were cutting to them because they were part of the game, and the try awarding, all that sort of stuff. So the kit started evolving from the classic all black. And they first started exploring with a black and white stripe, sort of a derivative of the American football referee, of course, which is a really which is a really iconic,
cool. Nice kit,
umpire kit. And then they started playing with that, and then it evolved into some really bold colours, versions of those stripes, and then refs started getting fluorescent. It started happening in the Premier League as well, that you would go into highlighter yellow kits and highlighter green kits and even pink in some World Cups. And I started collecting a lot of kits, and often, like players, when I went down to referee in Australia or America, you'd end up swapping your ref kits or your training gear.
Brilliant, yeah.
So I've got some lovely Australian refereeing kits from the Australian ARL and Australian Super League kits. And again, the sponsor was TNT, which I think was like a big parcel delivery firm back in the day or something.
Yeah, it's an explosive as well.
It's an explosive. And I was an explosive referee. But I've got some lovely kits that I've really kept hold of, that I kept, which I really love, and some of the training kits that I'm really, really proud of.
I love that.
Yeah, they're really, really nice stuff. And then, of course, again, with the advent of the Rugby Union World Cup, Rugby Union kits are different, actually, players, how they've evolved, because they were always sort of like, cotton trader-esque, heavy cotton, collar, universal colours, often just one colour, Wales red, England white, Scotland blue, Ireland green, New Zealand black, Australian, orangey yellow. And it was universally. And then they've taken a long time, like so many parts of Rugby Union, to evolve into a more contemporary look. Where they've started to go into body fit shirts now, because there's a competitive advantage in not being able to be grabbed with loose wear, but Union has always stayed with sort of solid colours.
I would say I've never bought a rugby kit in my life. It's not my sport, but they are smart. They are smart kits, rugby union shirts. I've always thought that they're very smart, trendy.
Ones you can wear with a pair of jeans out and about.
Yeah, and you'd wear it to a wine bar and all that kind of stuff, totally.
Wine bar. Do you ever go to wine bars? You've mentioned wine bars a couple of times.
I've never been to a wine bar before in my life, but I will go wearing all of these kits now. 110%. That's what me and mates always say. But yeah, I've always... France, that navy, obviously, because it's synonymous with the Albion, that navy deep dark blue is a really, really gorgeous colour on a kit, on any sort of sporting kit. Scotland and France usually wear it. France's rugby kits, Frank's rugby union kits, are really, really classy kits. I've always thought that, to be honest. I mean, another sport that is hampered by the traditional setting, cricket, you have to wear white. You wear white at test matches. That's the main sort of, I put in inverted commas, the main traditional form of the sport. You're wearing white. But when the ODI started, And when T20 started, they were all let loose. There are some absolute pearlers of jazzy cool cricket shirts. There are some absolute pearlers. And we haven't even started on the 100 as well. The 100.
No, they've gone crazy.
The Indian Premier League.
There isn't a good 100 kit, though, I would say. I don't like any of the 100 kits. I think they're horrible.
Manchester Originals. Google it right now. It is the smartest cricket kit I've ever seen. Geometric kind of like jaggedy shape, jet black, and then like a slate grey.
That's
really
nice.
lovely
That's
kit.
classic.
But
I couldn't ever wear a Manchester Originals.
No, you can't. Yeah, not from where you're from. Rob has just pulled up a fantastic picture. Circa, what year would that be? Of some.
So this is 1992, the first one-day World Cup that transferred to coloured kits.
Yeah.
Because in the one-day Cricket World Cup, they always used to wear white.
Yeah.
And in 1992, which was influenced by, again, cricket in Australia being bought by Kerry Packer, another media mogul who really transformed the format of cricket and took it a bit away from test matches more towards these one-day git formats and day-night games. And they started introducing coloured kits way before this. But it took the international game a lot longer to get involved in this. And 1992 World Cup in Australia was the first they had coloured kits. But what was interesting about this, the style, the design was the same. They all had the same design, but they just changed the colour. So you've got England in that pale blue with each country had like 3 horizontal stripes going across the shoulder. Pakistan in that classically unique Pakistan green.
Lime green is a gorgeous colour, that.
Yeah, Sri Lanka in that blue, Australia in that goldy coloured. You got, I think, Zimbabwe might be that one in grey, and the West Indies in that
Windies
beautiful
in that burgundy. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Such a classic West Indies red, isn't it?
Gorgeous kit.
And I think that might be New Zealand in that grey kit, possibly. But yes, that was the first year. And then, of course, one-day cricket's just gone off since then, hasn't it? You know,
and I'm so glad. And they're really, really nice kits. I mean, England, when we won the World Cup, we won't talk about the World Cup this year because we've been absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. But when we won it in 2019, that throwback kit to that 92, it's almost like the same kit. That pale kind of baby blue kit, really, really nice. Some of the T20 shirts that England have worn, I mean, some of the stuff that they've got at me. I mean, Castor, the British, is it British? Is it Andy Murray?
Didn't he wear Castor and then he set up his own?
Oh, maybe that's
AMC one, which looks similarly in its branding.
I'm sure it's British. Anyway, not entirely sure, but I'm sure it's British. Castor kit.
Not entirely sure, but I'm sure.
I'm not actually. Somebody Google it quickly.
I'm googling it now.
Google it. Okay, cool. Yeah, their kits. They've got some really nice kits now, and England wear Castor for their. I think they're wearing that at the moment over there in India. Well, they're back now because at the time of recording, because we weren't there very long.
Right.
They've got some really smart kits, and with like sort of lions in like the decal underneath, the blue and the red. Really, really cool football kits. I want to say one other thing about a completely different sport.
What's that, Jack? What do you want to say?
Well, it's a sport we've spoken about, but it's a competition that we haven't really spoken about. Olympics football Team GB football kit, out of this world kit. That was. Oh my word. Really gorgeous, like dark blue with like the Union Jack sort of emblazoned in the decal underneath, and like a half circle of white over the breast with the GB lion and Team GB on it. Really, really underrated football kit that is in the Olympics. I mean, some of the Olympic kits are fantastically stunning.
Well, this is great transition, because I think, you know, the 2012 again Stella McCartney Team GB kits, and then iconic athletics vests over the years. You know, like just the classic sort of white vest with a red and blue horizontal stripe across that. Steve Cram and Steve Ovett and Seb Coe were competing in the peak of those Olympic matches. Athletics over the years have been great. Some of those amazing US kits, again, West and East Germany kits, and the classic iconic Jamaican kits sprinting down in the races. So athletics were a big part of it. And, you know, I mean, obviously all sports, but my ski outfits are something to behold, Jack. I mean, I I give them a lot of thought. I give a lot of thought to the colour composition, the matching elements of the ski. And what's interesting about skiing is that you wear things on a mountain you would never wear anywhere else. You wear colour combinations that you wouldn't dream of putting together in any other walk of life. But there's something about the dazzling white background that sets off a fluorescent colour, a terrible geometric pattern. Absolute shell suit-esque, crazy, iconic, all-in-one kits.
What a fantastic shout. That's such a good shout. You see pictures of people on Instagram and they go skiing and you're like, what the hell are you wearing? The most outlandish shades of colours that you've never seen before in your life. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, I'm sure you're in your log cabin picking your clothes longer than you are on your feet on the slope.
Yeah. I have to pay excess baggage taking my various outfits. I've evolved to such a place now where I sort of change daily. Sure. I've got a different, different pieces together, it's all sort of within a palette. So I can change the combo of salopette to jacket.
I love that. I love that.
Brilliant.
I'm well up for that.
So maybe just to wrap this up from a kit perspective, thinking about, what are the components? What makes a good kit? What do you think the component parts are?
For me, it's a tough one. Because there are two schools of thought. It's like, go out there, go crazy, go insane, and make it outlandish, make it something you're going to remember. Or make it really smart, really crisp, really interesting, but not overstated. So I feel like I lean more towards the smart, trendy aspect of it. So if there's a pattern within the shirt, a kind of a crisp, clean, geometric coloured pattern through it, collars are incredibly important. I can't stand V-necks. They don't look good. Plus, I'm as broad as a church mouse, so my shoulders just don't look good in a V-neck shirt. But I like on my Hib shirt that I picked in my top 3, really smart kind of grandad collar with the button. Collars are very important. But I think it's about being bold enough to make a choice.
Yeah,
something interesting within the shirt, but not
tradition
so much
with a twist.
Exactly, you've summed it up perfectly. So I'm thinking that Dutch shirt. I'm thinking that that England 1990 third kit, especially the blackout. I'm thinking the Arsenal shirt. I'm thinking the Albion shirt. When Albion shirts that are very sort of smart. Nothing too busy going on, but kind of
some of
nice
Denmark's
colours.
Kits over the years,
Denmark,
the little Hummel derivatives, and
the quarter Denmark shirt with each quarter had different shades of red and different length, different width stripes in it. Oh, it's gorgeous!
Very, very good.
Hummel, very, very smart. So that would be it for me. I think understated, smart, crisp, class. That's what I'm going for. I love a blackout shirt. For me, they're up there for me.
Yeah.
What about you, Rob? Are we going outlandish or are we going...
I like tradition with a twist. I think there's sort of different categories, isn't there? There's all-out tradition, there's tradition with a twist, and there's kind of crazy innovation kits that sort of change the game a little bit over time, either through a pattern or a fabric or a shape. And so, everyone's made some horrors over time. Maybe that's a whole other episode, some of the worst kits of all time.
Oh, God, there have been.
Yeah, I like a tradition. And so for example, again, in rugby league, for a long time, all the international teams just had a V. They'd have a one big V or two Vs down the centre of the chest. And all the countries had it. Australia still classically wear the kangaroo shirt. Yeah. Beautiful kit. Green with the golden V, and the GB used to be white with a blue and red V. Kiwis black with a white V. All the international teams had the same V. I was looking into this, and apparently it's to do with, well, they're not quite sure where the V came from, but possibly they think from the cricket sweater that evolved in the international matches, where you'd have the deep V white sweater but with a coloured trim to denote the countries, and that sort of evolved into the international rugby kits to sort of distinguish it from the international rugby union kits, which we're always traditionally playing, as we've discussed. So that's I like the evolution of those sort of things, but I think it is, for me, collar is key.
Yes, collar is key.
And a good fit, and I like tradition with a twist. And again, I just think the art of a good kit manufacturer is being faithful to the club that they're representing, but also including a bit of their brand in it.
And I think we agree.
That's the art of it.
I think we
and
agree.
Adidas have always nailed that really brilliantly.
They are fantastic. I mean, when West Brom looked after them for a few years in the Premier League, some of the best kits we've ever had. They're so smart. Nike not so good. Puma okay. I mean, we could literally have a podcast just about kits and all the different facets of kits.
Oh man, I think there might actually be one. I want to mention also tennis kits. There's been some amazing Stefan Edberg kits over the year, the Ivan Lendl classic kits.
Yes.
You know, Federer's kits and Serena Williams,
some
and
of
what she
Nadal's
did in
kits are
taking some of the kits.
Bright orange shorts for Nadal on the clay, absolutely gorgeous.
And if Adidas own football kits, Nike own tennis kits. I think, you know, they've really just managed to the single swoosh and the colour combinations, they seem to have owned that.
Very, very smart. Totally with
we haven't gone anywhere near American football or American sports or baseball kits or
hours. Oh my God, we could be
ice hockey kits and all the rest of it. But yeah, wow. So, I mean, God, this Stage Door Athletic kit is going to be...
Well, I was going to say, Caitlin has just come in. And she has kind of beckoned us over, and I'm pretty sure...
Maybe she's got news.
She might be with... she's got a bag full of Adidas kits.
Oh, my God.
Is this it?
Oh, God, this could be it. Either that or she's just on her way to yoga.
Either that or she's probably off to yoga. You've been where? Yeah, she's been to yoga.
Oh, well, I mean, another time, you know, we don't want to run before we can walk. We'll start with Macron.
Macron, yeah, that'll do. Sorted.
I'm an Adidas kid. Yeah, I'm an Adidas you. All the way from my top to my shoes, and I still take your girl while you're wearing moves. I'm an Adidas kid. Yeah, I'm an Adidas you. All the way from my top to my shoes, and I still take your girl while you're wearing moves. I'm an Adidas kid. Yeah, I'm an Adidas you. All the way from my top to my shoes, and I still take your girl while you're wearing